Hello and welcome to the video. This is a recording of my orienteering run from the weekend. It was kind of a training, let's say, for me. So let's get to it. So there was no official starter or anything. We started as we wanted. So yeah, the guy who started in front of me, probably I gave him like a minute, not much more, I think, to the first control. It was pretty easy, just follow the road, and then there on the first control there were a couple more runners, so I had an easy task to finding the control. The only difficult part was, now when it's fall and all the leaves are down, it's a little bit harder to distinguish the foliage, what is more, what is less dense. So let's say I must admit that it was sort of easy for me to catch all the runners at control number 1, let's say. But then further on, this same scheme more or less repeated, so I would say for the most part I didn't really have to look for the controls. Also, it was sort of easy, I think. I didn't have any issue to find the controls, really. So you can, if you want, you can just speed it up, because all these choices that I did, I think they were quite straightforward. There was maybe 2 controls where it made sense to, do some sort of a route choice. One of them was, I think, from control number 5 to control number 6, and then from control number 7 to control number 8 there might have been a choice. And yeah, there was one more, I think, from control number 10 to control number 11. There was also some possibility of choice. Here I decided to start to climb, because I saw that the control number 2 is basically on the top of this hill, so it seemed reasonable to start the climb here. Of course, it was difficult. I wasn't able to run. It was very steep. I noticed this old, I don't know what it was, if it was a quarry maybe not. It was a big cliff, definitely. But yeah, here when I was at the top, it was more runnable, and then basically I followed the terrain to the top and straight to the control. No issues there. I think you can see that control number 3 is also very easy and straightforward. Basically, I tried to get to that power lines and then just follow that like to the village or to those cottages, let's say, and then yeah, easily I found the control number 3 there in that denser forest, let's say. To number 4, again, I think it's fairly straightforward because there are these roads and paths, so I was mainly following them. And when I got to, there is this junction to that fenced area, basically some old, not old, but some cottage. So there I went straight up and found the tree almost at the top. So physically this was difficult, it was very demanding, but again, finding the control was easy for me here. Zkuste dolů. Control number 5. Well, I wanted to hit that small path next to the clearing. I sort of missed that. I was running very close to the clearing, to that junction. Where is that? Like a vehicle road, or more solid road forking to this, let's say, normal path, or and so I ran a little bit more to the right from the connecting line, let's say, but overall I had no issues. When I was closing to the control, I knew that I'm a little bit to the right, so I started running more to the left, and also there was some some guy there, so I knew that the control will be there. Now here to control number 6, here it was sort of difficult for me to properly decide how to run, because I didn't want it to run all the way around the hill along this, let's say, stream, and then so here I'm a little bit hesitant, but then there was this other guy running also along this stream, so I basically decided to run with him, because this this hill on my left was very steep, and I was like, no, I'm not running that. I'm not climbing that. Maybe it would have been a good idea to do it, because it was, let's say, short distance, like maybe 100 meters. But I thought if I will go along this stream, it will be fine, and then I can start the climb of this hill a little bit later on. So that's what I did, and if you notice, there are 2 fenced areas, so right before them I started to climb and basically went around them and then to the next meadow or field and straight to control number 6. Přemýšlím, jestli to nevyjít na tu vrchní cestu, ale já když vidím ten kopec, tak no právě. To je nad tou oplocenkou. Tak tam vede cesta, to má smysl běžet po ní.
Jo, je to ta oplocenka.
Tady se poběží normálně. Jo, to už. Tam tady ten kousek. Shit, dude. Tady je strašně prudký tady.
And I'm done waiting. There's a
Jsem si říkal, kde seš.
Now to control number 7, I think this was easy, basically following the paths, and then at some point I just went to the right, straight to control number 7. The fence was visible, so this was easy. From control number 7 to control number 8, well, I think the best option was to go along the roads or paths, let's say. There was like maybe I don't think so it makes sense to run along, like to run straight really here. So yeah, one other possibility was to, you know, run to that big like a almost like a parking place, or what is that, big junction, and just go a little bit further, basically follow the ridge that we are on right now, and then to the left and down to control number 8. Well, I decided to go to the left a little bit sooner, in between the fences, and then around this like a smaller ridge to the control number 8, because the tree, as you can see, is really down. So I think that was a sort of optimal route choice here.
Ty vole. Blbost možná. Nebo ne?
Number 9 was tough because, as you can see, we had to climb this hill. The tree was from the other side of this hill, so it took me a while to get on the top, and then when I was on the top I was a little bit hesitant because the foliage was gone, so I was a little bit puzzled by that, and that was the only hiccup here. Other than that, it was fine. I found the control.
You can see it in my face now. I almost quit back then. Thank God I stayed down. Yeah, this shit's not easy. City to city. I got a whole bunch of loved ones that miss me. I'm sad to the core. The nitty gritty. None of this money I'm getting can fix me. No. I keep on burning up. I needed you around, but you always let me down. Because I'm way too stressed out. I've been praying for a big blessing now. I don't ask for much, will you help me out? Don't you break down. You'll figure it out. You need to calm down.
Počkej, ale tady já už jsem byl tady na nějakém kopci. Jste pod náma někde? Jo. Si říkám, že... Říkám si, jak mi to nesedí vrstevnicově. A on než jsem to přečet. Ne, já jsem nepochopil, že je to na téhle straně kopce, jakoby. Jo, ale sever je takhle.
Control number 10, yeah, this was sort of, no, it wasn't tricky. As you can see, like, one of the options probably would be to go along this path all the way where is this junction of the streams, probably around that point, and then cross it to the next side and take that path. Instead, I basically followed that dude in front of me. I caught up on him somewhere around those fenced areas, so we took a little bit of a shortcut, let's say. It was okay, not very runnable, but who cares, you know. I mean, I was it was a training for me, and I think I wasn't really physically feeling well, or it wasn't optimal for me, let's say. I was sort of lousy, or, you know, I wasn't really pushing it. Maybe I was lacking some sort of motivation, I don't know. But then along these fenced areas and then along this thick green forest, it was easy to find, let's say. Now here from control 10 to control 11, well, basically you could go through this, let's say, Hustnik, fig forest, or you can go up and take the path and along the paths to control number 11. That's what I did. I wanted to avoid this going through this fig forest. If I would go through, then you can see that big clearing, so I would take one of the roads along this clearing, and then basically from the right side to control 11. Here of course the climb was like a little bit more difficult. It was you know, like more it wasn't that runnable for me, let's say, at least at this part. When I got to this road, I was able to get into some sort of a speed, but it was still uphill a little bit. So if I would go through that fig forest, the climb wouldn't be that big, I think, and it might have been a little bit faster, I guess. But yeah, I think in my case it wouldn't be that big of a difference. And here you can see that there were other runners, so basically to control 12 and then to the finish it was more about following all these runners, and even without them it would be really easy because there are these paths and and other features like linear features, let's say, that guides you to the control. So this was just easy, but it was fun race. I enjoyed it, although it was physically demanding. It was still nice, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as well.